If they don't like your personality, they don't feel like, oh, they can gossip with you, they can laugh with you, haha. You can't just come to work and just make your coin and leave. It's a problem. You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. This is why. Girl, don't get me started when you're pretty and you don't fucking speak. So it's a problem. It's a whole fucking problem. My man still work there and people will be like, oh, is Brie gonna come back after she had the baby? Bitch, no. Ew. No. Fuck no. I need something where I feel like that bitch. I'm talking, I'm engaging, and then like my social battery will just die. The whole time I felt like there was something wrong with me. Stop making yourself uncomfortable to make others comfortable. Oh my God, like I feel like people are watching me. Oh my God.
When I walk into the room, I'm that fucking bitch. Got a different vibe to me, neurodivergent shit. I just wanna ride in the sunset, count my dollar bills on this pink check. Got my nigga geeking, wearing Nike tag. When I walk into the room, I'm that fucking bitch.
What's up, belly bumpers? It's your girl, Pink Tokyo. We're back at it again with another motherfucking video. Y'all, what's up, Tokyo gang gang? Your girl has been gone for like a week, okay, since the last video, which was kind of like low vibrational, and I apologize for that because so I'm just here to relate. Like, I'm just here to vent, and you know what, I think I'm gonna start doing that more often, just venting and just like, because y'all like my talking videos, so I'm really trying to like understand what type of videos my audience like and don't like. And I feel like y'all just like to hear me talk, but I hate hearing myself talk, so it's like a conflict of interest. So I'm like, I gotta give you guys what you want because them talking videos do really good. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk, okay? We're not gonna talk about pregnancy. We're not gonna talk about me becoming a whole mother out here. And if you're new to this channel, by the way, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, sis. And if you are new, your girl is actually about to be 8 months pregnant next week. I'm 31 weeks today, y'all. Well, 31 weeks in a few days, because in a few days, I'm about to be 8 months. So like, so what? So I don't know. Y'all already know that the content is probably gonna go into mommy mode. So just bear with me, y'all, because like, I feel like I'm losing myself here, okay? But speaking of losing myself, y'all know I quit my job, right? I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna keep saying this because I was at that job for 3 years. Right? And that took up, I want to say, a good portion of my 20s, because your girl is 25. I started that job when I was like 22. So it took a good portion of my early 20s, and now I'm just starting to see a lot of shit after I left that job because like your girl was depressed. I lost myself. I felt like I was suppressing myself a lot. I felt suppressed, and I just ultimately just felt like I didn't really vibe with the job itself, right? And let me tell you why, okay? So listen, you know, and this is for those people who stuck at the jobs that they don't like. I know it's hard out here, especially with what's going on in the government shutting down. It's probably hard to find jobs. Inflation is high as fuck. And so it's like, I get it. Like, it's hard out here. It's hard. It's hard for everybody. It's hard for people who are actually working these 9-to-5 jobs and they're spending 50 hours a week just to still be broke. Okay, so look, me leaving my job, I realized that I'm a cool person, that I'm actually, there's nothing wrong with me, right? Because when I was at my job, the whole time I felt like there was something wrong with me, right? And let me get into it, okay? Your girl's already an introvert, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting tired of the labels. I'm getting tired of the labels. I'm getting tired of the labels. I'm getting tired of the fucking labels. Why is everybody like, oh, I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert? What's that one in the middle? What is the one that's in the middle? I forgot. I might pop it up on the screen. I forgot. But the one where you're in the middle, where you're an extrovert and an introvert at the same time. So what's up with the labels? Why can't you just be yourself? Okay. But to put it into layman terms, your girl is considered a introvert, like on the outside, to the outside world, to people who are extroverted, who don't like quiet people, or who notices people are just a little bit more quiet than usual. And that was me, okay? That was me at my job. It was because, like, I don't know, like, I just felt like I couldn't really bring out the inner me. I couldn't bring out Brienne, okay? And people at work used to call me Brie, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to actually disassociate from the name Brie. I don't mind if people call me Brie, like, especially if that's what you called me the whole time that you have known me. I don't care if you call me Brie. But when I meet new people, I'm starting starting to say my full name again because so Bree at work was just not, she was just not it. Like for me, Bree was just not it. Bree was very recluse. Bree was depressed. Bree was just not herself. I was not myself. And like, I didn't know myself and I'm still learning myself. So it's like, how can you really understand yourself when you're still growing and you're still learning what you like and don't like? But let me tell you, quitting my job has made me realize a lot of things about myself, a lot of things about life, and just realizing that, sis, it's not you, it's your environment. Sis, the environment was toxic. Okay, it was toxic. And my environment, I do want to say, it probably wasn't toxic like how some people's work environments really be, because I was never into drama. I barely had friends at work who I actually considered like friends, because your girl I didn't really socialize like that. I didn't really communicate. And it's because I low-key just didn't want to. Like at some point of transferring from Atlanta to where I am now with that job, it was like some point where I just, when I was talking to people and I was talking to different people and I was getting a feel, because you know, when you transfer jobs and you're going to like a brand new facility and there's no work yet, people have time to bond, create groups and all that shit and go out and all that. Like you have like a little period of time where it's kind of fun, right? It almost felt like it's school. So that's what it was. That's what it started feeling like. So I would, at the beginning, I would like talk to people and get a feel, and then I realized that I don't have a lot in common with a lot of these people. And I'm not saying this to say that I was better than anybody or that, you know, I thought too highly of myself, because I don't. I honestly don't. Like, I'm like one of those people that truly do not judge you. Like, you could be yourself. You could tell me some like really weird shit. Like, you could tell me that you and your man's is planning a threesome and I would not feel no type of way. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, do you, sis? Like, cheers. Like, go ahead. Like, what? You could tell me you about to go into a polygamous relationship and I would not give a fuck. I will not judge you, because one thing, like, people do you. Like, do you, sis? I'm one of those people. So like, I'm very easy flowing. Like, it was just somewhere in between where I was just like, I just don't vibe with these people. Like, I don't know. And working in a warehouse, for one, it's like a certain mentality in the warehouse, right? I don't want to say it's ghetto mentality. I don't want to say it's because you know, in warehouses it can be majority black people, and I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't fit in with my people. Sometimes I don't fit in with white people. Sometimes I don't fit in with other cultured people. Like, sometimes you just don't fit in, right? Sometimes your race can make you feel like an outsider. So I've already had people be like, oh, you're hella proper, oh my god, and I'm like, damn. And then I feel too black for white people. So it's like, bro, where do I fit in? Where the fuck do I fit in? So I just got to this point where it felt like I had to kind of change myself a little bit and like alter, and I don't like that. As soon as I feel like I have to alter myself, y'all, it's trouble. It's trouble, because I absolutely hate that. I made a pact to myself when I started college that I was not gonna sit here and fit in with people. And that's why in college I had a hard time making friends, because my roommates, they were like those people where it's like, you gotta do some extravagant shit to try to get their attention or just try to fit in. And I was just like, I just stopped hanging out with them. And I was just like, bruh, like, I can't do this. So I made a pact a very long time ago at 18. And that's why I struggled, because when you're literally trying to change yourself and you're literally trying to accept yourself and also invite people into your life who will accept you so that you don't have to change yourself for other people or alter yourself. Because I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't feel like talking. Okay, that's just me, that's just who I am. But then sometimes you will get me where I'm just like, I'm having a ball, okay? And it's like, only a certain few people, I want to say only a certain few people will get that, but not really. It's like, sometimes it could be in the same day, it could be in the same hour, where I'm like high energy, I'm talking, I'm engaging, and then like my social battery will just die. And it's like, sus, like, that's just me. Like, accept it. I have friends who actually do accept if I'm just mellowed out. And honestly, I'll be honest, because my social battery don't die with everybody. It's actually certain people that it dies with. I don't know, like, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since like being at my job, I've noticed that my social battery stays on 40%. You know how like when you keep charging a phone and the phone just stops, like the battery life just drops, it gets poorer and poorer and bad and worse? That's me, okay? So now when I step out into social events, my social battery is always at 40%. I'm telling you, it's not even halfway there, okay? Because you'll get me like the first half, I'm good. I'm so socializing, I'm engaging, haha, hee hee. By the end of our meet, I'm ready to go the fuck home. And that's for like anybody. So yeah, I don't know, but my job, I feel like contributed to that because every day I would work with people and they'll be like, oh my God, you're so quiet. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my. And then you just start to like, you know, you'll have so many people that will try to analyze you at work. And especially if that's just their life and they come in there every day, they're concerned more about people at work than they are about their families, okay? And that's what I fucking hated about my job, because you'll have people that will literally sit there and analyze you, or you'll have some people that will come up to you and be like, yeah, I know that you're this way, and you know, da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. But then when people keep saying like the same thing, you're quiet or you're reserved or you look mean, you're unapproachable, all of this shit, you feel like you start to take that on. You start to take that on, okay? And it don't mean that you're necessarily acting like that, but now you're overthinking, okay? I used to overthink so much at work, you guys. It was depressing. It was so fucking depressing. Like, I would literally be thinking miles per minute. And I'm just like, bro, like, oh my God. Like, I feel like people are watching me. Oh my God. Like, literally, like, yo, it was bad, okay? I got to the point where I was like actively overthinking. I just felt like I was taking on the stuff that people was saying about me, or like, you know, and it's like, it's really nothing to say about me, because one thing about it, I don't tell my business at work, okay? And people hate that. People absolutely hate when you don't share your life and you don't share your business and you don't share the details and you don't gossip about yourself at work. So I was one of those people where it's like, you know, like bare minimum. The only time you gonna know something is if my man say something, because he's a little bit more social than me. And he'll be like, you know, he's so proud of his girl. He'll be like, yeah, my girl does YouTube. You know, she does this. He'll be like, you know, my girl makes music too. Yeah. He's one of those. And I'm like, damn, why did you tell them that? But it's like, sus, like, I was just a closed book. Like, you would just never know. You would never know my hobbies. You would never know what I like to do outside of work. You would not know my favorite food. You would not know my favorite color, right? You will not know that I'm preggers, because I kept that on the low for a little minute, because I just know how people do at work. Like, people just gossip. And it's just like, sus, like, I don't know. When they don't know a lot of stuff about you, they'll start making up narratives in their head, right? They'll be like, oh, well, she's this way, or yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, like, people will downplay the fuck out of you. I had bitches at that job downplaying the fuck out of me, and I would just say to myself, right? And I don't know, it was just hard. It was just really hard to just engage and to really make friends, because I just feel like these people was just not my speed, right? Until I got out of work, until I left work, that's when it all changed. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I had a first rough few months because, again, your girl is pregnant and I am trying to adjust to like everything. Like, it was so many changes that happened at once that it was overwhelming. And I felt myself going into a depression literally like probably like a week after quitting, because I'm like, damn, like, I was in a routine. I hated the job and I was glad to quit, but at the same time, you gotta understand, I was in a routine for like 3 years, waking up super fucking early in the middle of the night to go to the fucking work and to have something to do throughout the day and to have like extra funds. You know what I mean? It's a big change, right? I was one of those girls where I can literally go out and get what the fuck I wanted, right? If I wanted a Starbucks coffee, I'm gonna get me a Starbucks coffee just because, and then go shopping a little bit. I can't do that at this moment, okay? I have to like really watch. So it was like a lot of like transitioning and like, you know, feeling like shit and feeling tired all the time. You know, it was a lot of transitioning. But look, during that transition, I learned a lot about myself. I'm like, girl, like, this whole time I thought I had like some social shit, because at work I really felt like I had social anxiety. I thought that I was very poor at socializing, and that wasn't it. What happened was, how many times, what were we at? 15 minutes? Okay, I thought it was 30 minutes, Liz, because I don't want to hold y'all up. But look, I thought that I was so bad at socializing that I thought that that carried on into the real world. If you're working these jobs and if you're there the majority of your hours in the week, that job becomes your life. That job becomes your social life. That job becomes just everything that you wake up to, like, in a day, like what you look forward to. And so when you're like, I don't know, it was hard for me to disassociate work with real life. When I got out to the real world, I was like, bro, because I worked hella jobs before this last job, right? I worked jobs where I literally had to be social, and I've worked customer service jobs where I literally had to be professional as fuck, where I actually had to. They just never wanted to hear me shine. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? No, nobody. Nobody's at the door. Anyway, don't mind my dogs. They gotta get their 2 cents in. They gotta get their 5 minutes of fame. I get it, right? Anyway, me leaving my job has made me realize there was nothing wrong with me in the first place. It was just my environment that made me adjust and alter who I was to be comfortable in that environment. So me coming out here, you know, it's a lot of shit that you gotta do when you're pregnant, right? You got baby shower, you gotta plan, you gotta call your insurance for hella shit, call the doctor's office. Just, you gotta call around for like a lot of resources. And that's actually what I've been doing. Like, I've been on the phone hella times. Like, I feel like I could work another telecommunications job. I feel like I could do telecommunications again and do it even better this time. Because so your girl's older. I haven't worked telecommunications since I was like 19 or 20. And that was when I was a baby, right? But look, coming out here in the real world, I'm like, ooh, where was this girl at? Where was she at this whole time? Because I'm coming out here, I can literally have like a conversation with strangers and be okay and not overthink after we had the conversation, because I would do that a lot at work. Like, I would talk to somebody and then I'll overthink about the conversation. I would just like really overthink, or I would stutter on my words, or I was just really in my head at work, y'all, and it just was not good. Okay, it was not good. And just being out here in the real world, I'm like, girl, you're a boss. Like, what are you doing working here at this fucking warehouse? They don't give a shit about you. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like, I tried to promote so many times. It got to the point where I literally had to get on the truck driving just to have a break from the warehouse. And then I ended up coming back because I realized that the people in the truck driving department didn't really give a fuck either. It was just the whole company that did not give a fuck about their employees. And they just don't. They just don't. So I'm gonna be honest, they don't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's like every job, right? But I'm just like, ooh, like, I know I have other skills that I could be utilizing, and my job was just not trying to give me the opportunity to utilize my other skills. Because maybe if I had like another position or something where I wasn't doing the same shit for 3 fucking years every fucking day, something that I already like excelled at, so I need something else. I need a challenge. I need a little challenge. I need something that's gonna make me like, hello, yes, this is Brian. Yes, you're talking to me. I need something where I feel like that bitch. Okay, I didn't feel like that bitch at all. Like, I felt like a mouse. Like a mousy mouse. I really just did not want to like socialize with anybody at work. I didn't. I really didn't. And that's not healthy, okay? That's absolutely not healthy. Like, humans need human interaction, and when you have humans around you and you don't want to interact, I feel like that's not healthy. It was not healthy for me personally. And I'm honestly, I'm not really even a people's person. I'm gonna say it. I'm not. And that's okay. Like, if you want to judge me, go ahead. But it's like, I'm not a people's person to where I'm like, hello. I'm not like that, right? But at the same time, I do enjoy hanging out with like my peers, my friends, my family. But overall, like, just like strangers, sometimes strangers give me the ick. Okay, and at work, there's a lot of strangers, okay? And a lot of them gave me the ick, okay? It made me twitch a little bit. And I was just like, ugh. Like, you got creeps at work. When you're working in a predominantly male-infested place, y'all, it sucks. Because then you got women who work there who are jealous of other women. Like, you'll have a new bitch coming into work, cute. You have some bitches be like, oh, she ain't that cute. Like, because, you know, it's other niggas, and, you know, that bitch might take their nigga, right? The one that they've been plotting to fuck. So it's just like, it's just not, it was just too much drama. It was a lot of drama there. A lot of like gossiping. And I'm not a gossiper, because one thing about me, I don't really give a fuck. I don't. And the crazy thing is, I had people at that job that would actually try to insert me in drama. And I'm like, I be looking at them like, are you serious? Me, the person who barely want to talk to y'all motherfuckers. The person that barely want to talk to y'all bitches. You trying to put me in drama. You trying to say that I said this? Bitch, I barely say shit, right? So I've had people literally try to insert me in drama, and they didn't expect me to say anything. Like, they expect me to just be like, oh, just oblivious and shit. No, if I hear my name and you said that I said something, just know that I'm gonna confront you, okay? I'm not a confrontational person, but one thing about it, I'm gonna hold down for myself, okay? I'm gonna speak up for myself, because nobody else is gonna do that shit, right? Don't insert me in that shit. Don't insert me in no drama. Don't, like, next time, don't do that. And that's exactly why I don't hang out with y'all niggas. You know, like, I'm just so serious. Like, there's just people, there's just, when you work at a 9 to 5 where you're there a lot, you realize that people have a lot of issues. You start to pick up on people's flaws. And then sometimes the flaws can rub off on you. Like, so it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Basically, I came on here to say that I'm a cool person in real life. I can literally conquer this real life shit. I literally know how to talk my way out of certain things that benefits me in life, right? And I'm still learning. Like, this is just like a little sample, you know, 30 days out type shit, you know what I mean? I can imagine where am I gonna be at 30, but I can't go back to another job like that. And it's crazy because my man still work there, and people will be like, oh, is Brie gonna come back after she have the baby? Bitch, no. Ew. No. Fuck no. No. Why would I come back? Like, what I don't get is like, I literally took my stocks. I left. I ain't coming back. The fuck? Listen, one thing about me, I quit a job and I never go back. I never go back to the same shit. Never. Ever. Ever. I don't give a fuck if it paid hella bread. I mean, it depends. Like, truck driving, if we down bad, I would go back to truck driving, but I wouldn't go back for the company that I just left, because I'm not gonna sit there and be in the warehouse and have to work and get on a list. No, I got my shit. I got my plastic. I'm gonna go to another place that's willing to hire me and put me on the road so I can make some money. Okay, I ain't finna sit here like that's just a little side note, right? But it's like, you know, I realized that I'm really cool. Like, I can do this, and even now, like, I'm starting to make friends around here. And here's the thing, Souls. I've been in this city for about almost 4 years. I have not made like a friend in my city outside of work until after I quit. Let that sit with you, Souls, okay? I've been here for 3 years and I have not made an outside friend. And it's already hard as an adult to make friends or whatever. And you know, I've been trying to put myself out there more. And I'm just like, compared to the people that I hung out with at work, compared to the people that I'm making friends with outside of work, just in the regular world, I'm like, I feel like I can be myself. Like, I feel like I don't have to change some shit or alter something to make people feel comfortable, because I hate doing that. I really do. Like, that's a whole nother video. Stop making yourself uncomfortable to make others comfortable. Like, I'm tired of doing that shit. I'm so tired. Like, I need people to accept me for me, just like I accept people for them. And I'm tired of being judged for being me. Like, I don't like people pointing out shit. I hate that. Because I don't do that to you. I will never do that to other people. I mean, unless I really give a fuck about you and you really, it's becoming toxic to me, I just don't point out people's flaws. Like, if it's none of my business, it's not affecting me, I won't say nothing. It's very rare that I say some shit. And if I say some shit, it's really bothering me and you're really pushing me to the edge, okay? You're really pushing me. But like, I don't get pushed to the edge like that. Like, I'm very free flowing. I'm a very chill person. And that's something that I'm literally accepting. Even becoming a mom. I'm like, bro, like, I was scared at the beginning of my pregnancy because I'm like, oh. What's my daughter gonna think of me? Like, my daughter's gonna think that I'm like this recluse. And I don't want my daughter to be like me. Like, I don't. Like, I have reasons, and there has been life-altering events that has made me into the person that I am today. And, you know, I just choose to just rock with how I am, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. So why are you letting your coworkers and like the job, the environment affect you? I hate that shit because it affects people every fucking day. But there's another way to do this. There's another way to support yourself instead of coming into a job with 1,000 people who don't give a fuck about you, right? Or who gives a fuck about the wrong thing. You just realize that you're not crazy. It takes a certain person to really see that shit, because you have people who stuck in the past who be like, oh, you gotta work this job. I gotta do what I gotta do. And I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do, but you only get one fucking life. So what are you gonna do with it? But anyway, I'm just so glad that I left, because I knew from the jump, from the get-go, that job was just very toxic. And now I just feel free. Like, I'm starting to feel free. Slowly but surely, I'm feeling free. I'm feeling like this is me. This is who I am. And that's okay. Like, it's okay. I don't have to change myself. I don't have to be loud or force myself into situations that I don't want to be in. I don't have to force myself to engage and to talk all the fucking time, because that's just not me. That's not who I am. That's not my personality. It's okay if I find people who will accept me, who be like, oh, that's just Brie, she's chill as fuck, and who just like likes my energy. Like, I fuck with that. I fuck with that, and I'm gonna find that. I was not finding that at fucking work. I was not. I just feel free. I'm just like, damn, like, I'm a cool ass fucking person. And I really let a job take that away from me because of what other people's opinions had over me and my persona. They didn't even know me because I never gave them an ounce of anything to know anything about me. It was just assumptions about me. And that's the same thing that happens to people every day at work. They never know who you are. And it don't even matter. It doesn't even matter whether because people really just kind of don't really give a fuck, but then people do. And you know what I hate too? When people be like, I don't give a fuck about people at work, But those be the same people that be gossiping and who be like looking on people's Facebook page and social media pages at work, you know, trying to see what they do outside, what they look like outside. It's the same people who be saying that shit. They really do give a fuck about you. That's why they are upset when you are quiet and you say to yourself or they don't like you. Especially, don't get me started when you're pretty and you don't fucking speak. So it's a problem. It's a whole fucking problem. I feel like I stand out look-wise because, one, I feel like I'm a pretty girl. Okay, I do, and you should too. Okay, so everybody's beautiful in their own way. Okay, I'm beautiful in my own way. And I feel like, you know, I'm a plus size girl. I don't look sloppy. I just, you know, I kind of have myself together. You know, when you work in like a male infested place, they think everything look good. Okay, so it's just like when you kind of stand out a little bit, when you got like a different look. And plus, like I said, I'm a big girl. Okay, they expect big women, plus size women, thick women to be loud, and I'm not that. Okay, this is facts. This is facts. Because white people also think the same thing about us. Like, they'll think, okay, this is a black, thick woman. She should be loud. She should be walking in like Queen Latifah. She should be walking in like Monique. I should be walking in like I'm Big Bertha, like I'm Rasputia or some shit. Like, and when I don't, it's like they're taken aback. This is for everybody. Like, everybody just kind of put that stigma on big black women. And I'm just like, bro, like, not all of us are like that. So when I'm quiet, it's just automatically like, I just stand out to people. They just be like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. This is why. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I just had to get that on my chest. Like, so there's nothing wrong with you. Just leave the damn job. Leave the damn job. You get one life. Figure it out. Cause like it sucks when you're miserable. And I've met so many miserable people at that job where they absolutely hate it, but they, you know, they're probably supporting themselves and they just feel like they have no choice. But really, you have choices. You have to make the choices for yourself. You have to make the opportunities for yourself. You can't wait for other people to give you an opportunity. And that is what it is. And that's what that job taught me, because when I was very qualified for certain jobs, or they knew my work ethic, but they chose somebody else who didn't know shit, sus, or about the color of their skin. Sus, let me lay my plane. Let me lay my plane, sus, because oh, like this is like a really deep topic. Like, girl, it can go deeper and deeper, because I'm trying to tell you, these jobs will make you feel like you're not worth shit. Okay, they will show you that they don't give a fuck about you, y'all. Oh my God, like, talking about this really makes me want to expose, but I'm just like, girl, like, don't do it. Be the bigger person. Just leave the job. And I'm probably gonna make other videos talking about my damn job, because that was the last 3 years of my fucking life before I'm about to give life. I really gotta talk about some shit, because girl, I've literally been like one of the best workers and was never acknowledged. And then a whole new team, like after I left a whole new team came in, and the department head gave them fucking gift cards because they were struggling. Okay, what about me when I was there and I was holding shit down while other fucking employees and shit is goofing off with their friends and doing this and that, and they think I like doing that shit? No. Where was my fucking gift card? Where? Same person who also held a fucking position over my head to keep me in that position because I was doing so fucking good holding shit down. He didn't even give me the damn job. So this is what I mean, y'all. Like, I have so many feelings towards the employer that I just left, that it goes around in all these jobs. Like, it happens. And when it happens to you, that shit sucks. That shit sucks ass. Like, I'm be honest, this job that I left has made me an even worse worker than when I fucking walked in. Because I was one of those people that go over the top. Once I found out that they don't give a fuck that you go over the top and that you really be doing your shit, if they don't like your personality, they don't feel like, oh, they can gossip with you, they can laugh with you, haha, you can't just come to work and just make your coin and leave, it's a problem. It's a problem. They'll rather hire somebody who likes to goof off, who likes to gossip, and who can also do their work. So sometimes you're just never enough. And that's exactly what this job that I left has taught me. And it has made me feel like there was something wrong with me. And there was never nothing wrong with me. There was something wrong with them. Because you have people who's literally in positions who don't need to be in those positions. And I wonder how the fuck they got those positions. Why? Because they was probably a big gossiper, right? They probably talked too fucking much. The whole fucking warehouse probably knew their business. Like, girl, make it stop. Make it stop. Anyway, let me land my plane, y'all. This could be the end of the video, because I will keep going on and on, because I'm on 10 right now. Because I'm remembering some shit. This can go on and on. on and on. Like, I'm Erica Badu, on and on. Like, bro, like, sis, like, I'm actually really feeling impressed. Let me calm down. I need to sip some water. I need to just decompress, because that's not healthy for the baby, right? The baby gonna come out with an attitude like how I'm having right now. That's how strong I'm feeling right now. And it's like, sus, goddamn. Anyway, y'all, if you made it this far in the video, make sure y'all go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next one, okay? All right, Toki babes, we are out. Goodbye.